Hello everybody, welcome to this playthrough for Rookie Division in the Christmas tournament. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, visit golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content. You can get the updated text guides by subscribing to Patreon. Link to Patreon in the video description down below. And then you will get my ultimate text guides for crushing tournaments. So I really want to put out a good word for that. This playthrough comes a little bit later than usual due to Christmas, a time that I've been away celebrating with my family. I hope you are going to enjoy this this playthrough for Rookie, where I've really been digging deep, giving you really good advice on every hole in this playthrough that should be taking you a long way in this tournament. You will see the info box on the right side as always, where you see elevation adjustment combined with what type of ball and what type of club I do suggest you to play with. So thank you so much once again for watching, but let's go with hole number one. For hole number one, we are going to play with the extra mile and a marlin ball. 4.5 bar topspin and 2.5 bar side spin to the right. Look at the ball guideline. We want that ball guideline to be in between the rough to the left and to the right. And we're going to put ourselves into max distance of our club. That's a big reason why we're choosing the marlin ball as a ball, because then we can put ourselves into max distance and we don't have to look for anything else. Plus 10%. We do need to add 10%, so we are going to hit the point we are aiming for. Bounce on the fairway, over to the other fairway, and then we're going to put ourselves up for a nice opportunity for the second shot. Now we do have the thorn. Use a 3 to 4 bars backspin, aim for the hole, and then we're going to play in between minimum and medium distance to make sure that we're getting everything correct. Do not forget the elevation adjustment, which is minus 10%. So, and then we're going to adjust, take our shot, and hopefully it's going to be an eagle, because this is a very good chance. Have in mind that you can, with superior clubs here, or if you don't want to take this route, you can go for green directly by using a power 5 ball. I don't feel like suggesting that one here in the playthrough due to the fact that we're going to have to rely on using overpower, and then we can end up basically anywhere. So there we go, hole number one. Going to hole number two, we are going to use the extra mile as a driver combined with the quasar as a ball. 4.5 bar topspin and as much side spin to the left possible. Then we're going to adjust and we're going to play with a slight amount of curl to the left combined with approximately 50% of overpower. If you do want to spend a power 3 ball, you can use a power 3 ball, reduce the overpower if you want to. I feel that this is a perfect situation where we can save some of our power 3 balls and just make sure that we do have them to other better situations. 10% over adjustment for the drive. Second shot, we're going to play with either the sniper or the backbone. And here it all depends on how far you're going to reach on the fairway. 30% over adjustment, no spin, aim for the pin. The reason I do only put the sniper in the box to the right is due to the fact that we went very far with our drive and it's not normal to get that far. So therefore the sniper is going to be the club that you're using most of the time. But pack the backbone, as if you go as far as I did, it's good to have that as a safety net for the second shot. 30% extra. For hole number 3, we're going to play our first par 3, and you can see I use the Viper. That is because I do have the sniper in lower level than level 4. If you do have a sniper level 4 or more, then you're going to play with the sniper. 3 bars backspin and 4.5 bar side spin to the left. Then we're going to aim slightly to the right of the pin, at least how the ball guideline looks, but that is because we cannot see the ball guideline completely here playing with the Viper. So I would suggest here though that you do go and choose the sniper, so you have the ball guideline and then you aim for the pin. Medium distance with a 20% over adjustment, and then you're going to be there. Close! And see if we can't get this one in the hole later. For hole number 4, we're going to have a very good opportunity. In here, we want to play with a driver that gives us a minimum 6 bars of topspin. So, that is the reason why I choose the big topper here for a drive, to make it easier for us. For those of you having an Extra Mile level 8, or maybe a Thor Hammer level 5+, or maybe an Apocalypse level 3+, then you can play with those type of clubs instead. But for me, that don't have that, I play with the big topper. And for those of you having a lower level big topper than level 4, then you should instead go and play with a power 3 ball instead of a power 1 ball, to make sure you do have distance enough and don't have to overpower. 6.5 bar topspin and as much side spin to the right possible. We do want this ball to roll down the hill here, making this play without using any elevation whatsoever. Now, the second shot is going to be all dependent on how close you are to the pin, obviously. So you're going to play this one all from minimum distance up to medium distance. This example, I play this one in between minimum and medium distance, so approximately 25% of my club, and I do play with no elevation, no spin whatsoever, and just aiming this one straight at the hole. Make sure when you do not have a fully developed ball guideline to make sure that you have the tip of the ball guideline around 2 to 3 green squares before the pin, because you cannot see the full ball guideline, and otherwise if you aim for the ball guideline directly to the hole, you're gonna come too fast, and that is going to be impossible for you to then get that one in the hole. Super good opportunity here from the on hole 4. For hole number 5, we are going to play with the backbone. Backbone with its good accuracy and ball guideline. And now I want you to move so you have the blue ring just by the rough line. We do have a little gap there, and that gap we need to close. Pointing the ball guideline straight at the pin using an elevation adjustment of 10%. So we do need to add due to the ball being more affected by the wind. You can see that I play with no spin. I try to make it simple for us. So I'm not using any spin whatsoever, and then using a Marlin ball so we reduce the wind just a little bit instead of struggling playing with a basic ball. Maximum distance. Even though we're not in maximum distance, we are using maximum distance as a club reference. Going to the hole number 6, there is 2 things we really need to think about here. First, we do need distance, and therefore we choose the Titan as a ball. Power 3 ball, 4.5 bar topspin. I'm also using 4.5 bar side spin to the right to just keep myself away from the rough to the left. If you go into the rough to the left or into the rough at any place here with your drive, you won't be able to reach for the pin in 2. So that would be absolutely catastrophic if that would happen. Great right will still be fine though, but great left, that would be a little bit of danger, my friends. So we get the ball up to the fairway, 10% over adjustment and club reference, we're using max distance. The second part that is very important is to use the second shot, or like the second shot club, that gives you as much distance as possible, and therefore we use the big dog as it gives us way more distance than the sniper and the Viper has. So very important, choose the big dog, get this ball to green, take the eagle and just run to hole number 7. This hole is by no means any albatross hole, so we are going to play for the eagle, take the eagle, and then be happy with that. No elevation for the second shot, get it to the green once again and be happy. For hole number 7, we are going to play yeah, we can call it an aggressive approach. And that is that we're going to play the rough bump there by the green. I do feel that this rough bump is going to be such a high percentage drops compared to if you are going to bounce on the fairway, because bouncing on the fairway we will not be having the ball guideline as we're playing with lower level clubs. I play with the Viper as I do have the Sniper in a lower level than level 4, and therefore I choose the Viper over the Sniper, but the Sniper is therefore suggested in the info box because it's the better club to play with. You have a better ball guideline. 1.5 bar backspin, and then you're going to let the ball guideline go towards the pin. You could see with the Viper there, as he does have a crappy ball guideline, we need to leave that one short, and we still roll further than the pin is. So 1.5 bar topspin, really put that on your memory, and the navigator is played due to reduce the wind a little bit more. 10% over adjustment, and we play maximum distance as a club reference. Hole number 8, and we're going to play with the extra mile, and we're going to just put ourselves down there to the left. We're going to use 2 bars of topspin and 4.5 bar side spin to the left, and just to make sure that we stay on the fairway. If we aim too close to the right, you're going to notice that the ball is going to slightly roll to the right, or like at least more than you expect. So make sure that you aim for the left part of that fairway. Maximum distance with a 15% over adjustment, then you're going to put yourself nicely up there on the fairway. For the second shot, we're going to play with the backbone or with whatever long iron you feel comfortable with. For me, it's the backbone due to good accuracy and a good ball guideline. I'm not using any spin whatsoever, but make sure as you with a lower level club do not have a fully developed ball guideline, so you need to back up and give yourself room to roll towards the pin. Even though we do that now, we're still going to see ourselves roll past the pin, not much, but just a little bit. Those of you having superior clubs can actually try to go for green by using a berserker ball and a driver with, in my opinion, at least 6 bars of topspin. So only for those of you having superior clubs. But I'm not gonna cover that in this playthrough as we're focusing on the clubs that we normally play with in Rookie. Last but not least in this playthrough, we are going to talk about hole number 9. Here I want you to play with a Titan ball so we do get enough distance, especially to go past the trees that we do have in the center of this course. I'm gonna show you just in a bit. 4.5 bar topspin and as much side spin to the left possible. Once you have adjusted your drive, you turn the screen around so the ball guideline pointing straight forward, and then you push up your target once again up to max. This because we do want to gain as much distance possible without having to use overpower. And then that is a trick to do so. Maximum distance with a 10% over adjustment and using, as I said, a Titan ball. Second shot here, I want you to play with the Sniper as if you have it in level 4+. Otherwise, you go with the Viper. We want accuracy, we want a good ball guideline. And the thing that I'm looking for here is that I'm looking for a funnel. And when I say funnel, I mean a spot on the fairway where you can basically wiggle back and forth and you will not see the tip of the ball guideline move. I did not find it here because I do need more backspin and move further in front, but something to have in mind, especially if you're playing with higher level clubs. 5% over adjustment, and we play it from like the distance we are. So check the distance on your club. It's going to be medium distance or maximum distance. Check it at least, and then you're going to be hopefully closer than I'm here. 5% over adjustment, as I said. Thank you so much everybody for watching this playthrough for Rookie Division with the tournament win. A little bit later than usual due to Christmas time, but I want to say thank you so much to everyone that watched. Make sure to subscribe to patreon.com/golf-tommy to get the updated text guides, which will give you a major advantage over the other players that might celebrate in Christmas a little bit too much that they won't be focusing on this tournament. In the end, questions, comment section below, and the video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Thank you so much once again for watching and good luck in your game.